Hello Man United fans. Welcome to Manchester United football. Rasmus Hojlund could miss the first few weeks of the season through injury. Hojlund was unveiled by United at Old Trafford prior to kick-off in the penultimate pre-season friendly against Lens. Sources say Hojlund sustained a small issue during pre-season training with Atalanta and he is not ready to play. United believe it could take a few weeks for Hojlund to reach match fitness and he will not be rushed in his recovery. Hojlund travelled to London for extensive examinations on Thursday after a concern was flagged during the first part of his medical. Hojlund is likely to miss the opening fixture against Wolves on August 14 and the trip to Tottenham 5 days later. United then host Nottingham Forest on August 26. Raphael Varane has challenged Manchester United to become more consistent this season if they are to progress under Erik Ten Hag. "We have to be more consistent this season. We have to repeat the good performance every 3 days. So it's a lot of details. We are working on it and hopefully we can do better this season and we want to improve all the time. So it's always a challenge for us to be better." England manager Gareth Southgate has admitted he can't guarantee call-ups for any player amid Harry Maguire's Manchester United conundrum. Maguire started just 8 Premier League games for United last season after losing his starting spot to Lisandro Martinez. The former Leicester star still made it into Southgate's World Cup squad, though, but there are question marks over whether he will be treated the same at Euro 2024. The 30-year-old has lost the United captaincy to Bruno Fernandes as club boss Erik Ten Hag continues to freshen up his squad. This has prompted interest from West Ham, with Maguire, who has 2 years left on his current deal, forced to decide what comes next. In the words of Gareth Southgate on Harry Maguire, "We're not in a world where we're cuddling. We're in the tough world of professional football. He's got 2 World Cup winners in the team ahead of him. Raphael Varane and Lisandro Martinez are top-level players. When you're at the big clubs, you're always going to be challenged. They're going to sign players every summer. You've got to compete for your position and you've got to take that battle on. If you're Manchester United, you want good backup as well. You're going to get injuries. They've got Champions League football as well as trying to push for the Premier League. I'm sure they will be comfortable about Harry staying as backup or being in the team, however that fight ends up. If he's not in the team, he's got a decision to make as to whether he can go and play regular football somewhere else. Put England aside, the start point for any player is, are they fulfilled in their job? Most players want to play every week." Southgate was then asked more directly about whether Maguire would get minutes at international level if he remains sidelined by his club. "It depends on how other players at other clubs are doing," he said. "I can never guarantee a player we're going to pick them. It's Maguire and John Stones, a partnership that's worked brilliantly for us, so we recognize that, but there's always new challenges coming through. There are some good young centre-backs coming through who are slowly picking up experience and that is going to be the challenge going forward." On the takeover bid, Sheikh Jassim is set to win £6 billion on the takeover race as date for buyout to finally go through and the club's hierarchy are convinced they will hand control of the club over to the Qatari billionaire by November. The Qatari banker is said to have beaten Sir Jim Ratcliffe with a £6 billion sale now close. There have been accusations that the unpopular owning family, the Glazers, have been dragging their heels in negotiations. But those discussions are understood to have taken a big leap forward in recent weeks, with a £6 billion sale now close. Qatari Sheikh Jassim's team have been doing due diligence ahead of a final formal offer. They are ahead of Brit, Sir Jim Ratcliffe in the race. Fans feared that Ratcliffe's Ineos Group would still allow the Glazers a minority holding. It was last November when the Glazers first announced the club was up for sale. Fans, give your opinion on Maguire's situation at the club. Do you think it's time he listens to the advice of the England manager? Leave your comments below in the comment section on any of the topics above. If you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching.